is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, man.
What are we doing on the podcast today?
It's good. Jess has got
You
it all
like
written
this,
down.
Kate? What do you do to switch off?
Which
Oh my
I
God.
love this kind of chat. So
I have
just
showers.
I wasn't asking you, and I want you to save the creepiness for the actual pod. I think it's worth having something on the agenda every day.
Yep. To switch off.
I don't know how on earth you fit it in sometimes. But there is one very, very famous.
Context, Kate.
What did I say? I don't even know what I'm saying.
You cannot out of context on that.
What did I say?
I don't know how to
You
fit it all in
said,
some
I
days.
don't know how I fit it all in some days.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's.
But seriously, I don't know how I fit it all in. There's a very successful, very famous, very cool performer to come out of the UK.
Yeah.
Who has revealed that she's got an interesting switch off a Rooney kind of
Okay.
hobby thing.
Like a technique.
Yeah.
I love switch off a Rooney.
And we're going to go around the room maybe,
I'd love to know how
bore
she
each other
fits
to
it all in.
death and then ask her. Don't go anywhere. You wouldn't want to miss it.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Hey, the block's heating up, mate. This is it. I mean,
You are obsessed.
Nothing to do with the room reveals.
Oh well, we're right. We're right. They revealed the front of the house, so the exterior, and we've been focusing on a couple. We said could this be the first couple swap that we've seen? Are they integrating? Are they integrating the maths into the block? But Kylie and Brad are really struggling. Kylie's left the show already. She's come back. She's basically said to Brad, "I'm only back here to sell the house." This is what she's had to say to him.
If I gave up, we'd leave with nothing. So whatever we get, even if it's 10 grand, I'm taking half of what you get. And I'm leaving your ass. You can keep your house, and then I'm off.
And
So-
is this all because she overheard him say that he was going to follow the OnlyFans account of another contestant?
Yeah.
Okay, mate.
It's really heating up. And then, so Kylie's back here. She's giving Brad the silent treatment. You've got the cameras on you the whole time. The whole of Australia's watching. And then it's your final reveal, and you've got to sit there and listen to the judges. You don't think the judges are going, well, if she's in a bad spot at the moment, why don't we just absolutely tee off on her exterior of the house? So she's sitting there listening to Scotty Cam read out this advice, Kate, and then she just spat the dummy and she said, I've had enough of this. What?
All right, let's wrap it up.
What's that?
I said wrap it up.
We had planned to have a couch.
It doesn't matter.
Kylie, I'm not going to wrap it up because this is part of the deal, unfortunately. We're reading out feedback. It's just the last feedback that you're going to get from these judges on your house.
I really couldn't care.
So I'd really appreciate it if you didn't tell me to wrap it up.
Do you know what?
Scotty.
When you get Scotty rolled up, you know you're in a bit of trouble.
That's like when Tom starts talking to us after the show. Come on, wrap it up.
Did you know what?
Come on, mate. It's 9:01. Wrap it up.
We've known Scotty for a while.
Wrap it, Scotty.
Scotty Cam hates nothing more because he knows if you get on this show how lucky you are, and he knows how hard it is, right? But some people are walking away with hundreds of thousands and close to $1 million. I think the winner won close to $1 million last year. He knows that this is such a unique opportunity for anyone that goes on the show. So if anyone questions it, he loses.
You don't
the plot.
disrespect the block. You do not disrespect the block.
I'm staying out of
Because
it.
if you disrespect the block, you disrespect Spotty Cam. He's got chicken
Kate,
pox at the moment.
You would be good, and we've been talking about reality shows.
Oh, yeah,
for
you gotta choose one.
You've discounted The Jungle. You won't do SAS.
Ooh.
Could you go on the block? But you had to choose someone to do it with, Kate. I mean, would you go for a tradie, or have you got a mate that's someone you
Ray
could go on
Ma?
the block with?
No, I wouldn't do it with Ray.
Who would be?
Flaming hell, the veranda's not finished.
Could you do it like a Tommy Williams? Tom's very good. He's a
Very
good builder.
Great on the
I
tools.
think I'd take one of my sisters.
Would you, Beck?
Oh, Susan, she can put a bed together in like 7 minutes.
It's more than just IKEA furniture. So you've
It's
insulted...
not IKEA. You
You've
just
insulted-
insulted my
you
sister by
insulted
saying,
Scotty
oh,
Cam.
it's not IKEA. You've never even met my... Oh, yes, you
Yes,
have.
I love Susan.
That's right. She came to the soccer game and she was watching me score goals while you were eating sausages off the barbecue.
Cooked by your dad. It was a great family affair.
Would you take your mum, Heather? She had her birthday over the weekend.
She did.
Beautiful
Happy
Heather.
birthday,
Heather could do
Mum.
the styling.
Do you know what?
Did you get anything for her birthday?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you get her?
None of your business.
Thank you.
I will do it on my own.
I don't need a man.
No, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to, you know what? If Scotty
And I
Cam
would
wants
love
to
to
talk
watch
to
this.
me like that,
This is for the
he's
girls.
got a fight on his hands.
Scotty, will you accept a
Could
one-person team for the block?
I
in
just want the
season 3?
cash.
Oh,
Could you do it with Pauline Hanson?
This is for the
That-
girls. This one.
Oh,
This is it.
I'm
This
not
is the big one.
doing it with Pauline Hanson.
Scotty, we'll work on it for you, mate. It's going to be great. Block 2025.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Do love a bit of this song.
Reminds me of you a bit.
Me? Why?
I don't know. During your 20s?
I don't think so.
Pretty accurate.
I don't think you could pass judgment. She, massive star. I think we
were.
were just talking about during the song that she took out more Brit Awards or more awards. Oh, it's just fantastic. And she's revealed something interesting about herself, which I just want to touch on quickly. I want to know what you've been doing to switch off. You two have a think about it.
Yeah.
Because Raye has revealed that she's into a bit of gaming.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Like
Bit of adult gaming.
No, like the
On the
video.
pokies?
No, video games.
Fortnite.
No,
Oh,
she's
okay.
not putting money in the pokies, but she kind of allocates a period of time, sits down,
Yeah.
and it's her switching off.
sniper headshot. How many
it's-
skins has she got?
I'm
Don't know what that means.
I'm watching a documentary at the moment, Starting Five, of some of the biggest NBA basketballers in the world, right? And it follows their lives. It's pretty amazing. And one of them is Anthony Edwards. Now, he's been compared to Michael Jordan, and this kid is a freak at what he can do on the court.
Right.
They had a family get together. So this is behind the scenes, what it's like at home with Anthony Edwards. They have a family get together. All the family's there. Dinner's ready. Anthony's not because he's in playing video games, Kate. And he says to his girlfriend, I'm not ready. I just got to finish this game off before we start dinner.
We have a bit of that at our place. Last game, guys.
I'm like, dude, you're a grown man and your whole family's out there waiting to have dinner.
Yeah.
And you're knocking off
Does
Grand
he-
Theft Auto 6.
Does he make money from playing games? No, it's just a hobby.
No, he makes money from basketball and he makes millions and millions of dollars.
I think
Come
as
on,
far
mate.
as
Get up and get out there and have dinner.
as far as computer games go, I reckon they're a bit like backpacks and cut off denim. Like you pass an age where you can't wear it anymore. You can't do it anymore.
Oh, that's
You just
very
look silly.
ageist of
You
you.
look very silly.
Hats and cut off denim.
Yeah, you don't do it past the age of around, let's say, 17. That'll be enough.
Cut off denim.
Yeah. Oh,
I think maybe the length of the
Crimes.
denim changes. I like to do, and I know you know this about me, and I know you also hate it when I talk about gardening, but for me, so we were talking about this yesterday.
you will do a cut off denim in the garden, will you?
I was wearing denim in the garden yesterday, but it wasn't cut off denim.
Was it
Anyway,
just a hat? Was it? Because most of the time you're nude in the
It
garden.
was a denim hat. Got a bit sunburned. I'm not even going to share this with you because I know you don't
What's
like it, but
she
I
playing?
follow.
What's Raye playing?
I follow House and Garden UK, and after we were talking about switching off, my phone must be listening to me because it fed me a post which is about the beauty of gardening and that gardening is a really good way to switch off. Science has been validating what gardeners have known for hundreds of years. One of the largest studies to date on gardens. Don't go anywhere, guys. It's going to get good. And gardening found that the benefits of gardening were similar to the difference in health between the wealthiest people and the poorest people in the country. It reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, promotes feelings of mastery.
You're saying poor people don't garden?
Well,
They do.
It's whatever you
Absolutely
into.
do.
I compare it to fishing. A lot of people are like, I find fishing so boring, but I have got friends that love nothing
fishing.
more that spend hours and hours going squid fishing down at our local jetty. And I'm like, okay, if that's your thing, gardening's the same, Kate. Like I had a mate the other day who said, I'll come around and do your weeds. I'm like, weeding is the worst job in the world.
Interesting to
but
see
they
you
get to
on
escape.
You on social media with a brand new mower over the weekend, Ryan
Did
Jones?
you get a mower? You got
Yes,
the
so we-
mower.
Did he get a mower? He got the mower. like Wimbledon. You know,
Oh, you
the
talked about it
ultimate
last
mower. What's it
week.
called
Well,
again?
it's a 17-inch six-blade mower
Keep talking, you dirty thing.
from South Africa. From Cox, the brand.
What's your language?
How do you spell that one?
I'm top dressing the lawn for
Really?
the very first time, and I'm going very thin, so it'll be like carpet. I want my
interesting.
grass like carpet.
Oh,
Tom,
you
how do you think the
do.
show's going?
Really, really dull right now, but it'll lift back up.
Do you think so?
I think people are interested in this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Give us a call, 13 24 10, if you want to talk about how gardening reduces your
Do
stress.
you know what we do, Kate? And I think this is good advice too for any families out there with the kids that game. Like, if they're playing a bit of Fortnite, we go, all right, guys, that's enough. Let's touch some grass. We get out there, shoes are off, we walk around on the grass for a bit. Time to touch some grass, guys. Let's get out there and connect to the earth again.
You're such a great parent. You're amazing. They're really lucky kids.
Play it
Yeah.
down. Let's touch Mother again. You know what I mean?
Don't, Lisa.
What?
Mother,
What, the
Mother
energy drink?
Nature.
I'd keep the kids away from energy drinks.
Mother Nature.
Oh, sorry.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It is the race that stops the nation tomorrow. It's the Melbourne Cup. Hey, just on that as well, did anyone hear the comments of Bruce McAvaney over the weekend?
What did Bruce say?
Mate, Bruce made a sad admission about the Melbourne Cup, and he said that it's no longer true. He doesn't think it is the race that stops the nation.
What is it, Bruce?
He just says he said it was once the number one sporting event in the country, but now it doesn't even come close.
To the AFL Grand Final.
To the AFL Grand Final, he thinks is number one. And, you know, Bruce has grown up ever since he was a kid. His old man used to take him to the races. Then he called the Greyhounds at Angle Park in South Australia.
Yeah.
And then become, well, probably Australia's greatest commentator, Bruce
You'd say
McAvaney,
so.
wouldn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
He said it was a huge thing throughout the suburbs and neighbourhoods. And now he said, look, it does help it doesn't help when, when you've got the big dance and the Golden Eagle and the Everest that they have here, and New South Wales done well. And Peter V'landys has done the right thing because he's like, well, why does Melbourne have to have all the
Pump up the good
fun?
days.
Why can't Sydney? And they've sort of taken the razzle-dazzle away from it. But, yeah, that was really, really
It
interesting.
had nothing to do with, and I saw some footage which was really confronting again the other day. I've only seen it once before, Fitz, and it's the most concerning thing in racing, and that's Bruce McAvaney dancing and going for high fives. Now, when Sweet Caroline was playing the other day at Flemington, I saw Bruce get a bit of a wiggle in his leg, and it took over his whole body. And I tell you what, commentating is his thing, dancing is not.
Well, that wasn't the worst thing about Channel 7, and I'll leave this up to Jess just to see if she can actually find
What
this.
do you
But
got,
do you
Jess?
remember when the Sunrise crew did that rap with Nat Barr, Koshy?
Oh, the ad.
Grant Denyer was in there as well.
Oh, no.
Look, it'll be tough to find, but there's been a couple of bad.
So you reckon that trumps Bruce's dancing, do you?
That could trump Bruce's dancing. Very hard to find, but I don't think Jess
Hang
will.
on, Jess is sniffing around.
Practice what you preach, and would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us. To the skies from above, these people got me questioning, where is the love?
You don't get enough of Nat Barr rapping.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Hey, I want to also focus on
Not here.
the amount of money that's in the racing industry, right? For all the biggest race, for the trainers, for the owners, and what's going on.
Jockeys.
Over the weekend, Australia's highest earning racehorses were revealed, and it's not just the racehorses that have won the most prize money. So Winx comes in at number 8, and Winx... the only reason Winx is in there is because Winx has won $26 million. Wow. But Winx is the only female horse on the list.
Okay.
Because you've got all these other stallions that go on to then breed these racehorses that make a lot of money. So Winx won $26 million in prize money. But then you've got a horse like I Am Invincible.
Yeah.
Now, if you want your horse to go and hook up with I Am Invincible, it costs $275,000.
God.
I Am Invincible
It's expensive, Dave.
didn't even win that much in prize money. It won $270,000 racing itself. But I Am Invincible since it's been breeding, the prize money that it's earned with its foals has been $225 million.
You're kidding me.
No, that doesn't. That's number 2. Coming in at number 1 is Schnitzel.
Oh, Schnitzel, yes.
So the Schnitzel, the prize money that Schnitzel won racing was $1 million.
Yeah.
But Schnitzel has approximately the service earnings just for Schnitzel to jump onto your horse has taken home $242 million.
That is extraordinary. What a cash horse.
So this is the thing. People are they are climbing the fence just to get Schnitzel because they know that the foal is going to be a very fast horse.
Just get it in there. I don't care how long it takes. Just get it in there.
I just couldn't imagine if you own Schnitzel, just every day watch that horse, just mount another horse, and you in your mind going to yourself, there's another 270 grand.
And get paid a fortune.
Are you a sicko for watching a horse doing it with another horse, knowing that you're going to get $270,000?
Tom would give anything to be that horse.
All right, mate.
Except he's at sort of a lower level where $20 is $20.
I'm doing the Chris Martin trapdoor stuff, guys. Not wasting my time with horses.
Do you mean hoping the world swallows you?
Very good.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Every day is a new day. Maybe you had a big weekend. Maybe someone proposed to you.
Oh, my God, no one proposed to me.
What? No, not even proposed
Nothing,
as in...
anything. Would you like some
perhaps,
lunch?
Perhaps you get out of that big rubber donut at Chamberoo Recreation Park.
How dare you?
We were talking about it last week. There was this poor woman who I think they were dating for 12 years. He finally decided to propose and she thought, you know what, I'm not going to say yes after all this time. We asked how long perhaps you had waited to be proposed to. Phone lines went crazy.
Yep.
Like, I'm still waiting. We've got 3 kids and it's been 15 years. Some people have been waiting 20 years to be asked to get married. Do you remember a guy called Steve? He was from Penrith.
Yep.
He gave us a call. He said that he'd been planning on getting down on, one knee for a little while now. He's been with his partner for 7 years. Let's have a little listen to Steve.
Steve in Penrith, you're about to get on one knee, Steve.
Yeah, I'm I've been thinking about it, though. There's been a couple of times, people have been pressuring me and going, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it?
How long's it been?
7.5 years.
Ooh. Okay, but you love her, don't you, Steve?
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's her birthday today.
Great.
Steve, I don't want to...
So that's why I'm at that point where I'm like, ooh, okay.
Okay.
Have you got a ring?
I do.
Is tonight the night you sound really... you sound like you're about to vomit.
So you got a table at the Panthers tonight, did you, Steve? They're not booked out?
No. It's actually somewhere else. It's in the city location.
Oh.
So, Steve, are you on tonight? Are we pulling the trigger on this or what?
Guess what?
Sounded like an exciting night.
Well, yes, and I mean, he was so nervous. There were so many things. The planets were aligning. It was a birthday. He had a ring. I mean, we weren't even sure whether to believe it or not. But we've got Steve on the line, and I think he might have a little update for us about the weekend. Hello, Steve.
G'day there, guys. How are you today?
Good, Steve. Welcome back on the show. How did your weekend play out?
Yeah, well, we went out for to the movies on Saturday and went and saw that new movie Smile 2 and then got evacuated from the actual shopping centre.
Why?
They had a fire evacuation, so we missed out on seeing that, but it still kept going ahead because I had already planned to go out to dinner at the Star.
Yeah, fantastic.
So we went to the Star Casino and went to the, I don't know if I can say it, can I? The Cucina Porte.
Oh, beautiful, mate.
Yeah, beautiful.
Great seafood linguine.
And it was a birthday, so they actually brought out the cake, and then they forgot to film it, so then they had to do a double take.
Do it
on
again.
It.
Okay, all right. Yeah, another emergency. Yep.
So everyone's laughing and carrying on, singing happy birthday, and then once we finished dessert, I got on one knee and I had the ring. It was burning a hole in my pocket, I can tell you that much. It was, and then I got down on one knee and told her how much I loved her, and
Well done.
And what?
There and there.
And she said, yes, Steve?
And she said, what the F at first,
okay.
and then, and she goes, as in, like, what the hell is going on? And then I said, so will you marry me? She goes, yes.
Oh, look, we're actually looking at some photographs.
Steve!
of you now. That's 7.5 years in the making, Steve. What a beautiful ring.
Oh, it's a beautiful ring, Steve. You've knocked it out of the park, mate.
That's what everyone said.
Well done,
God, you
mate.
finished your dessert too. The photo shows 2 spoons
I
and
know.
you smashed the cake. We know that much. Steve, this is so exciting. So did the conversation then turn into when and how and oh my gosh? And
Yeah, those details are... I was talking about that before, saying, what are we going to do? Like, our jobs are different and we live in different areas, so what are we going to do? That's something we're going to have to decide on. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be a long time in the making because we've got kids. They've got, she's got kids. I've got kids.
Okay, so it's a blended
And
family
you
situation.
know how cheap weddings are as well, Steve, so that should be fine to knock off.
That's it. I need to get something organised. So
yeah, that is so beautiful. And your wife-to-be, Steve, she looks a lot like... who's the actress who is married to the guy who owns
What are you
Louis
doing?
Vuitton and all the brands?
What?
You know, what's the actress? She's got a sort of Spanish...
Is this a rehearsal?
Are you talking about Salma Hayek?
Salma Hayek. Does she
alright,
get told she looks a lot like Salma Hayek?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, I'm glad I went there.
No. Do you know what, Steve? Can I just say, it has been 7.5 years in the making, and I know you're saying there's a lot more planning, a lot of other things to work out, but well done to just kind of that lovely sign of commitment and care for her. We just think it's great.
Steve
Congratulations.
And Steve, did you spend the night in the casino?
Nah, because it was
You have kids.
I didn't already get into that. Yeah, it was kids at home. And,
Rings enough, mate.
too expensive.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah. Mate, well done, Steve. I love that.
You love? Well, you know what? You're in the running again for Coldplay just by getting on the line. So.
Steve, you know what I'm thinking? We want to celebrate with you, mate. I'm going to give you $200 to spend at Appliances Online.
Don't buy her a toaster or a
home of
vacuum
legendary service, including next day delivery and price matching guarantee. So if you wanted to celebrate with a blender or something, mate. What?
Thank you very much.
I'm trying to help Steve and
It's
Selma
so
out.
lame. Is there a good... No, well, that's a great present. Don't get me
Steve,
wrong.
you
But,
know
like,
what,
it's not very romantic.
I'm going to throw in a family pass to Taronga Zoo, all right? Yep, cool down with a splash at Seals for the wild and take in the view at Taronga Zoo. Tickets online at taronga.org.au.
Hang up now, Steve. Hang up now.
Well done, Steve. Congratulations, buddy. Well done.
Hey, thank you very much for that, guys. Appreciate your support. And,
so happy for
Couldn't
you.
be happier, Steve. We just think it's such a beautiful story. And if you want to call back, we'll give you some Explorer socks and maybe some
The
toilet
irony is
paper.
he really wants to go to the Kid Leroy Red Room.
Okay, well, you might be able to get your invites, but very soon someone is heading to Coldplay. We're going to put in a call next, guys. You just needed to get on the show to get in here.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let me sing that song.
Fire up, Sydney. Song's a song. Play along. You know how this works. We're going to kick straight into the first round here. You cannot get the boot. It is a warm-up round. The word is love.
Love me
All you
like
need
you
is-
do.
Oh,
All
Ellie
you
Goulding.
need is love?
Yes, you do. Thomas Bryan, do you love anybody?
Oh, Love Me Tender, Elvis Presley.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Medium rare, please.
I'm going to Graceland. Graceland.
Come on.
Okay, guys, we're all through. The first official round. The word is where.
Where were you last night? Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong is the song, yeah.
Where did I go wrong?
Perhaps the
Where?
Black Eyed Peas. Where is the love?
Oh, I'm not.
Kate Ritchie.
Where the streets have no name.
Streets, yeah.
It's the obvious favouritism here is just really...
I don't know what you are talking about. It just
look, there's-
sometimes I'm blank and I think, this is not
Yeah.
going to be a good day for songs.
And then what is it that
And then
triggers
you
it?
know what I do? I just slow my breathing down.
Yep.
I just shut my mind,
It's a lot
just
to do.
quietly, and
You
then
know
it
what you-
comes to me.
It's a lot to do
Do you
in
know
20
what you
seconds.
are really good at? Is acting. You're really good at acting.
Thank you. I know I'm wasted.
You can only use one song twice. Won't accept any more doubles on that.
Okay,
Whereas the love
understood.
used for both rounds.
Sure, got it.
A little bit lazy.
Sorry.
Okay. The word is need.
Need you tonight.
Oh, in excess.
Oh, yes. Need.
I'm not sleeping.
What you need. There's another in excess
Oh,
need.
yeah. That's a great one.
To an excess. Normally I only accept one band or song per category, Tom.
Need.
Need.
I need your love. Yeah, which
Kate did for round one.
Yeah, for round one.
Warm
Can I
up.
use it for round two? Because it's a different contestant.
I mean, how
Be
many
nice,
songs
buddy.
are there in the world?
Really thin ice for you, Thomas Brian Ivy.
Who sang that song?
Scamming off other people's answers.
Was it like Melissa Couts or something? Someone from a TV show who was like, I need your body. I got to have your body.
Oh, that was a
Or
good
Tina
song.
Arena.
Could have been
No,
Tina
that-
Arena.
Pina
Pina
Arena.
Arena, Tina.
That might have been Samantha Fox.
It was definitely Tina
Tina
Arena.
Oh,
yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Pina Tina. Arena.
No.
Pina.
So her name was Pina
Pina Colada.
Arena.
Her name is Tina Arena now.
But you said Pina.
It was. And Johnny Young told her to
Go Tina,
suggested.
Go Tina, not Pina.
Yeah.
All right, the word is jump.
Jump,
Jump.
oh my love. Jump in. Feel your touch. Jump. I feel your.
Yeah, we get it.
Gotta jump.
Jump around, House of Pain.
Oh, yes, you are,
great
Tom.
song.
Anybody that enters Tom's bedroom.
You may as well jump.
Yeah.
You may as well jump.
Jump.
That was
Van Halen.
Yeah.
Van Halen.
What great song. Jump. There's a great Madonna song called Jump. You don't often hear it.
For a reason. Here we go. The word is slide.
Slide over
with me.
here.
Not
What?
Slide with me.
slide with me. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Is
Jess,
that one?
that's
Jess,
generous.
did you like that one?
Unless you
Slide.
know something we don't.
What was
Jess.
Fitzy saying? Calvin Harris slide? Is that what he
Slide.
did?
Yeah, that's what I
You
meant.
slide all
know you
night
were.
like this.
Isn't there a Goo Goo Dolls song?
Oh, slide. Yes, there is.
Why don't you slide?
Well done,
And
Kate Ritchie.
slide away, Miley Cyrus.
I like this song.
Yeah.
I
really
don't
good.
mind
She wrote it in a
either.
taxi. We spoke to her about that.
Did you?
Like in 20 minutes on the way to an event.
How interesting.
She went, I'm gonna write a song in this taxi ride. Here we go, guys. Word is killing.
Killing in the name of.
I'm gonna give both of you a through. Tom, this one more obvious than this.
Killing.
Oh, come on.
The Fugees, Tom.
Oh, well.
Oh, you've kind of Tom's
Yeah,
trying to-
you're in as
Is that
well.
cheating, I guess?
I can't give you that, Tom, at
I
this
don't-
stage of the game.
couldn't
You've
stand.
scammed,
All
off,
right.
you've scammed off other
I'm
talent, and you've doubled up on songs. You're out.
Yeah.
You're a disgrace
No
to your family.
cheating. No cheating in here.
Get out, Tom.
Yeah.
Fair and square.
Go.
Always on this
Okay.
game.
Here we go. The word is pumped.
Pumped up the jam.
No.
That's pump.
Pump. It's not past tense.
Pumped
I
up
pumped
kicks.
up the
pumped
jam.
Up kicks.
Ryan James.
I know you tried to give that to Kate by
No,
showing
not at
the
all.
sheet, but I'll go
I
pumped up
haven't.
kicks.
I have not even
She
looked to
can't even
that
see the
side,
sheet.
and my eyes are so bad.
Ryan
Pumped.
James.
I'm pumped for it. Pumped.
Ryan James, he's got it. Nothing from Richie. Fitzgerald goes bang from the emergency list of songs as Tom disgraced himself with a couple of doubles up. Well done, Ryan. You are today's winner.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Always nice to have a night out, isn't it?
Tell me about it.
Go and stay in a hotel. Don't have to make your bed.
Leave your towel on the floor. Do you do that?
No.
I stayed at a hotel the other night and it had that sort of Japanese bum washing option where you hit like spray and a little thing comes out from the bowl and
Don't do that with your finger.
sorry about that. And the
Oh, so it
target
was-
is it's extremely accurate.
Is it
What about-
censored?
Yeah.
What about when your door rings for room service? Oh, that is just magnificent. And that waft that comes into your room. You're sitting there on your bed eating. Like, how often do you get to do that?
Eat on your bed.
Eat on. Oh, I sometimes eat in bed. Oh, no, I don't anymore because I don't have a TV in my bedroom.
I did a
Did you take that out?
Good chat.
I did a spaghetti in bed the other day.
Spaghetti.
You had a hotel,
You
I had a
can't.
bowl of spaghetti on sitting on the bed, and I loved it. I was wearing a gown.
Oh, yuck.
Had a bit dribbling off my chin.
Oh, how
Got up,
lovely.
Woke up with a little bit stuck in my chest hair.
Do you know what? That would be worth tuning. That would be worth tuning in for, and that's what I want to talk about. And look, I don't know if you'd be up for this or not, but if you only had to pay $1 to stay in a hotel room, would you do it if the catch was that the entire stay would be live streamed?
Oh, Big Brother house.
Well, a bit like that, Fitzy. You'd be fine with it. You've had practice. It's in Japan. So this guy, he owns. His grandmother owns a hotel. You know, it's tired. It's worn. They really don't know how to make money anymore. He says that he doesn't think that young people are interested in privacy anymore. And so the new idea is come and stay at the hotel for the equivalent to about $1.
Wow.
And we will live streams. And then people, I guess, subscribe. They can watch. There is no sound.
Right.
You can use the bathroom. The bathroom is a private space and you can turn the lights out.
So no cameras in the bathroom?
No cameras in the bathroom.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Well, see, this
And
is...
no lewd acts.
Well, but see, this is the thing. You will get exhibitionists, without a doubt, that will want to go there and become famous.
Oh, yeah.
By live streaming. And this is where his live streams will probably go through the roof. Because a lot of people will subscribe to this, Kate.
Yeah,
So he makes all his money from the subscriptions.
Yeah, but even if it's not, even if it's not on the naughty side, people just like watching other people do stuff, don't they?
Although here's my issue.
Even just watch TV or tie their laces.
The Truman Show is such a great movie.
Isn't it great?
It's such a great movie.
I'd like to know that I had more options, and maybe that's part of his business plan.
That's the room, by the way, if you want to have a look
That's
while we're
very
chatting.
Japanese.
What does that mean?
We've got to sleep on the floor. It's got neatly folded towels, and it's very
it's very uniquely Japanese.
It's very simplistic in design. Yeah, it is. Beautiful culture, the Japanese. I love it. Except when I went there, I had to sit on the floor after most meals. I couldn't get up. It's like a turtle on its back.
I haven't been to Japan.
Oh, it's a cracker.
I'd love to go.
Do you know the thing is, Kate? If I'm like,
over Jamboree any day, so write that down, Tommy.
if I'm paying $1,
How many listeners would you like to take with you?
if I'm paying $1 to stay there,
Yep.
I'll pay you another $1 if I can have the sound on.
What? You want sound?
Yeah, I want sound. I want to hear what that person's doing if they're making a phone call. The experience of looking on and spying or almost being a fly on the wall in this experiment, if you want to call it that, then I want the sound.
I thought you meant I will pay $1 to stay there and then I'll pay an extra $1 if people can hear me.
Yeah. Weird.
You
So
couldn't,
if
you
I
couldn't
go-
fluff in bed.
Well, you have a bit of a... Kate has an issue with anything to do with down south. So she doesn't do anything like that. So here's what I'll tell you. When she falls asleep, all you would hear from Kate's
How
room...
do you know, mate?
Classic
It's so
Richie.
childish. And
That is
it's
a
so childish.
classic
And do you know
Richie.
what's even more childish about it? Is it's really upsetting me because I really don't like this kind of chat.
Got her.
You couldn't think of anything worse than staying in this hotel, Kate. There's absolutely no way. You need your privacy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just turn the lights out. It's what I do at home anyway, just lie in the dark.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about this story that popped up again. It was a reminder of a moment, an awkward TV moment involving Richard Wilkins and the Wiggles. It was a sensitive time for the Wiggles.
He gets all the good ones, doesn't he? The big
Dickie doesn't do hard-hitting interviews, though. Never has.
I'm trying not to make a joke
You don't-
between Wiggles and Richard Wilkins.
He's everyone's friend, isn't
Can
he?
wiggle.
You are exactly right, Kate, right? And when you meet... Everybody speaks glowingly of Richard Wilkins he's friends with everyone that he interviews.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Because you know what? He's unbelievable and ending up at an after party after a gig, Richard Wilkins.
I think after the audio we're about to play here, it just kicked into another gear. It was drinks back at Dickie's. He's got a couple of pools there. They moved from the morning to the afternoon, pulling them round the bar.
He was pointing to some bottles of gin.
Gin and tonic. Another one for you, Dickie Bird. Anyway, let's look at this moment that Wiggles. So there was a situation, I'm not sure if you remember, if we go back, 2012, Sam, the Yellow Wiggle, if you remember, he joined the party because Greg needed some downtime. So Sam then filled the role of the Yellow Wiggle for 5 years.
5 years? I didn't think it was that long.
5 years. Then what happened after that, Greg wanted back in. So because he was one of the original Wiggles, and I assume he had some ownership in the brand, the Wiggles, he came and replaced Sam, and Sam moved on and different things. The thing was, when they sat down and Dickie sat down with the Wiggles to have a bit of a chat what was going on, I don't think Anthony expected, the Blue Wiggle, I don't think he expected any questions around what happens to Sam now.
$4,000 question, Anthony. What about Sam?
What about Sam? Sam was, what do you mean?
Well, Sam until yesterday was
yellow, yeah. Well, Sam did a fantastic job, 5 years and 9 years actually, 4 years before that on the road with us. So what Sam does now is Sam's. His contract is coming to an end.
Then they kicked into an after party.
It's very hard to hear. You don't want to hear the Wiggles talking about contract negotiations, do you? It's not what they do.
No.
It was like someone had thrust a feather sword into his back, didn't it?
Gosh.
Oh, wow.
And then he just smiled and we all saw that silver tooth and we knew we were back in for a good time.
No, do you know what? Like, he didn't know what Sam was doing at the time. If that's the hardest hitting interview with the Wiggles over the years,
they've done all right then, haven't they?
They've done okay.
Anthony's a champion. He came in here for, I love this moment.
I do like Anthony.
He came in here for phenomenal energy. Came in for hide and sing. So he stood in the booth and the clues are in the songs, and we got Anthony to sing, but we had to try and work out who was in the booth. And then we discovered something really interesting after this moment. Have a listen to Anthony trying to sing in the booth.
So, Celebrity, is there right now? Celebrity, take it away with your first song, please.
Okay. Can you point your finger and do that?
Okay.
Okay,
there we go.
I never sing. That's why I was talking at me.
I never sing.
That's
I've never realised
we
that.
didn't know until that moment, which I think could have been last year sometime, that Anthony doesn't sing in the Wiggles.
Anthony, the Blue Wiggle, doesn't
The Blue
sing.
Wiggle does nor sing.
Surely he hums. I mean, he's around songs 24/7.
I mean,
wouldn't you have learnt to sing, Anthony?
He's great on the six string and even the banjo.
And morale.
He would sing. The only thing he's probably not recorded. So when he's doing live, he would be singing, but they don't record his voice. There'd be better voices.
Oh.
Do you reckon he's dubbed?
I don't think they turn his mic on.
He could be. He's the Milli Vanilli of the Wiggles group, I think. That's.
You're not going to take the Grammy off him, are you, mate?
Such an old reference.
Milli Vanilli. So he's just mouthing the words as he goes through the process. I mean, Britney did an entire tour on that.
Oh.
There shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Have you got the isolated vocals of Britney Spears?
No, Jess, you're under the pump this morning.
Okay, let's be fair. She's also dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to dance and jump around and do high kicks and keep, your voice on an even keel.
The only other question I don't think the Wiggles like to talk about, what happened with Lockie and Emma? You know, there's a movie in that, or at least a book.
Oh, we don't need to know.
No, they're very open about it, aren't they? They got married and then they got divorced, and they've moved on and had children.
What an interesting work environment that would have been, though. We got a bit of Brit, have we?
She's okay.
That was
guys.
that was Anthony. Finally, the sound of Anthony's voice is revealed.
That was him in the booth, and I guessed it. That's Anthony
doing a Britney song.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.